5 reasons that people don't buy from you. Number 1, they have a bad or less than impressive impression of you. So consumers look at an average of 5 pieces of content before they decide to raise their hand and talk to a salesperson.
Here is your daily dose of the ultimate sales machine coming to you from the new edition. I am your host, Amanda Holmes, CEO of Chet Holmes International. What you're about to learn has assisted 250,000 businesses to generate billions of dollars, working faster, better, smarter.
So what do you have out there? Are you preempting the competition? Are you giving them the kind of impression that you'd want them to see? Because the majority of businesses don't. Number 2, they have a short attention span. 75% of web traffic leaves a web page after just 15 seconds. We have less of an attention than a goldfish today. So when you look at your website, ask yourself, would a prospect be interested in my website in 15 seconds or less? They have negative beliefs about you, your product or service. I wonder why, because there's 3.8 billion people out there talking about whatever they want. There is no regulation, there is no, I mean, you just read some of these things and you go, who wrote this? This makes no sense, right? Especially for experts in industries that there's so much junk out there, they can't break through all of that clutter. So you have to do the job of educating them correctly so that they understand what they actually need to do and not listen to all the craziness online. So you look like everyone else, so they're just going to pick a company based on price. Tell me how you really feel. She went, ugh. It's great. And any outbound efforts feel like spam, because as I said, right, 97% of prospects feel that salespeople are too pushy. 63% of people feel that ads are annoying, and that's up from just 3 years ago. Oh, now today it's 90%. So 63% was 3 years ago, now it's 90%. So what do we really have to do? We have to stop selling and start educating. Does that feel good? You feel like, yeah, I could educate people. Just one person. Anybody else? You're like, okay, Amanda, but don't make me come to the front. I like the back. Okay. So what's the job of education using what we call a stadium pitch or a core story? Number 1, you capture their attention and give them a memorable first impression that speaks to where your prospect is and not what you feel you have to say about you. Andy could have come up here and said, you know, IT is really important, and I would love to help you with your IT. Or he said, would you like 20 hours back a week? I can tell you the 5 ways where you're not realizing that IT can actually help you with your productivity, right? All of these things. Brilliant, because he's speaking to you and what you want. Number 2, dispelling negative beliefs and resetting the buying criteria. You do this right, price is irrelevant. We do this for companies day in, day out, where we helped a client that sells bathroom fans, selling bathroom fans to builders. You think builders really care about bathroom fans? No. So we had to lead them through an education so that they realized how important bathroom fans are. We started talking about air pollution and indoor air quality and how important indoor air quality is and how it ties back to asthma, which 1 in every 6 people has today. It ties back to nausea. If you're getting headaches, it could be that you have poor indoor air quality in your home. And hey, Mr. Builder, when you have poor indoor air quality, that causes more mold. So would you like your homes to have more mold? Would you like your people that stay in your homes to have you guys are laughing at me. More sickness, right? Now, how much more important is a bathroom fan? I went and I met the gentleman, and his children were like, I love this company. They grew from 0 to 100 million in like 6 years, which was really great. And he goes, my dad just sells fart fans. I couldn't believe it. Sometimes when kids say the darndest things. Okay, so you really want to differentiate yourself from the competition. And if you can blend 2 different worlds, data, because we've lost trust in society, we've lost trust in our government, we've lost trust in religion. I mean, as a society, we've just lost trust. No wonder 3.8 billion people have a voice now. Sometimes kind of scary. So to differentiate yourself, use the data to show the science and the logic, and then blend it with story, because that's what people remember, okay? And then you want to open the doors to the right people and help them make that buying decision, because majority of people want to be guided by a true expert. So that should be your job. Now, how to become number one in your marketplace. So you remember that buyer's pyramid, which you can see if you flipped your head upside down like I just did. I took my father's buyer's pyramid, and because 40% of content that's put online today is actually hindering the probability of a sale. It's actually stopping your prospects from buying from you. Why? Because we think, I need to post on Facebook. Okay, send it out. I need to write an email. Okay, here we go. I need to do an ad. Okay, whatever. We're not thinking strategically because we have so many tactics to put out there. We have to be out there 500 times. We're not being strategic about the messaging that we're putting out there. So this is, I was afraid to share it at first because it's our special sauce. But I realized that people gain a lot more by knowing how to do it, and then I can help guide them as they get the framework. So this is how you become number one in your marketplace. So price is irrelevant. It starts with global pain. So remember how I said, what percentage of companies make it to $1 million in annual sales? That is talking about trends that have happened over time. What am I doing? I'm setting myself up as an expert over time. And you want to grab more of the buyer's pyramid. So when people ask me, hey, what do you do? I don't say, I run a marketing and sales training company. I'm going to teach you about coaching. No, I say, okay, if you had to guess, what percentage of companies make it to $1 million in annual sales? It's a complete redirect. So I'm showing my expertise. Then I go into targeted pain. So what keeps your prospect up at night? For the billionaires, it wasn't ocean views and granite countertops. It was the fact that they were stressed out about their health, and they didn't know if they'd be able to spend time with their children because they don't have time. So what is your prospect's target pains? And a lot of the time, it has nothing to do with what you sell, right? But it should be part of your job as the expert and the trusted advisor to know what's going on in their world so that you can speak to it and they feel understood and they feel heard. And when they feel understood and heard, then you've earned the right to give them the solution. And sometimes solutions can be something that just helps their life just a little bit easier and has nothing to do with your product. That's okay. It's called helping people. And then you get to resetting of the buying criteria. You could do all of these things brilliantly and yet send everyone to your competition because you haven't educated them on how to come to you and nobody else. So the 5 things you should consider before hiring an architecture firm, or the 4 things you didn't know about with IT companies that could save you the difference between an hour a week and 20 hours a week, right? So we're resetting of that buying criteria, so much so that when you get to talking about your service, game over. They've already sold themselves from every step you've taken. Yeah, take pictures, yeah. That thing is a masterpiece right there. But I will tell you, this isn't like rocket science. This isn't something that we made up in a laboratory. It's modeled after what superstars do naturally. Have you ever had this experience where you get a bunch of plumbers to come in and give you a quote, and some give you something, and it's just one piece of it, but then one guy comes in and he goes, well, historically, this is what happened in the 1950s with structures, and this is why they put this thing in the ground like they did. It's a completely different experience when they have that breadth of knowledge. So what this does is it fast tracks your messaging so that it's not just the CEO that knows everything, because normally the CEO knows so much more about the business and how it runs and has had those decades of experience, but it's a way to transfer that knowledge to the rest of the team. I had one of these. We call it a core story. I had a core story when I first stepped into the company at 26, and I was closing Fortune 500 clients, and they just kept saying, wow, how do you know about the marketplace so well? You just articulate it. And I'm thinking in my back pocket, because I have this, because I follow this framework.
Hey everybody, my name is Troy, the Executive Strategy Officer from Chet, Holmes International. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I really look forward to being able to show you exactly how these strategies could work for your business. The core story was the most fundamental piece that created such profound results in my business. In fact, it created $42 million in literally 7 months. I'd love to be able to show you how that could work for your business as well. Go to howtodoublesales.com, book a call with me, and let me walk you through and show you exactly how you could apply these same strategies to your business. Thank you.